So Lucy, news this week of the IPO of Lavasa, which is developing the first Indian hill station since independence. It sounds wonderful. Is this a sensible business model or a wildly anachronistic folly?
Well, actually, I think it's much more than just a hill station. Hill stations were originally established for sweltering British officials to escape from humidity of the cities. And they've subsequently developed into very popular tourist destinations, weekend tourist destinations for Indian tourists. But Lavasa actually want to be much more than that. They want to be one of India's first new smart cities, designed and built as an integrated city from scratch. And in order to create an appeal and to provide a year-round economy that doesn't just depend on weekend visitors, they started really from the concept of injecting educational facilities, for instance, universities and so on. So they're trying to build something that's going to be much more sustainable than just a weekend tourist destination.
So far more than just a hill station, but this kind of thing needs political backing. Will the developers have it?
Well, interesting point, because Narendra Modi's new government has promised to deliver 100 new smart cities. So from a political perspective, actually, it's incredibly good timing, except that it's not such great timing because this was set up in the previous government. So the first attempt at IPO was in 2010, and the promotional video for the original launch of Lavasa came in 2008, and you know, that government has slight whiff of corruption around it in any event, and the hangover from that is actually that the company has 130 plus litigation suits against the company itself and over 20 against directors for various counts of alleged corruption and issues with attaining the rights to the land on which they're building the project.
So it sounds like a risky proposition for new investors. Maybe do you think people would be better off perhaps buying one of the apartments or houses in this place than the shares themselves?
Potentially. I mean, you know, the pictures look very nice. The first phase was completed, and I think something like 1,700 of the initial flats went quite quickly on pre-sales. The waterfront is there. The promo video from 2008 actually shows lots of very beautiful shots of Italian piazzas and, you know, Portofino, etc., which is not really what it looks like, but they have gone for the whole multicolored pastel sort of pastiche effect. And our India correspondent has been there as well, and it exists. You know, it is actually there. So. But the understanding that I have is that there's still very much currently only a weekend destination. I mean, it's slightly based on the premise that if you build it, they will come. And so I think maybe buying a flat would be better than buying the shares. The company itself has quite a lot of outstanding debt due to the stop-start nature of the programme from the original government. So. You know, it remains to be seen whether or not the vision, which seems quite ahead of its time, comes to fruition.
Well, if it does, it sounds like a very forward-looking take on a very old concept. Lucy, thanks very much.